Hello, I'm Srinjani Sen Roy from DPS Kolkata, and I'm here to explain the evolution of human beings from the earliest life forms present on Earth. Life forms had evolved on Earth due to the chemical synthesis that had taken place in between the inorganic molecules like methane, oxygen, and hydrogen that gave rise to various organic molecules such as the amino acids, sugars, and various other salts. Human beings have developed from the earliest life form called bacteria, which was the first cell existing on Earth. After the oxidation event that had taken place, this bacteria had a very simple body structure with a unicellular and a prokaryotic cell. The bacteria then gave rise to cyanobacteria, which was also prokaryotic and unicellular in nature, but had a much more complex body structure than bacteria because they lived in colonies and their cell organelles were much more developed. The cyanobacteria then gave rise to the eukaryotes, the eukaryotic cell having a much more developed or modified cell structure, having the nucleus in which the genetic material was present. Eukaryotes then gave rise to a variety of multicellular and unicellular eukaryotic organisms, but among those, the most important one was the flatworms or the platyhelminthes. Here it is a planaria which also developed the first eye spots which could respond to light. Platyhelminthes then gave rise to the hycosynthesis, or the first form of fish which was not a bony fish. These fishes had very non-structured fins like this. The fins were not very well structured and were not bony in nature. The hycosynthesis then gave rise to this structure which was known as the coelosynthesis and had much more modified fins and tail, which then gave rise to the first intermediate between amphibian and the fishes, which was known as tiktaalik, which then gave rise to another form of organism which looked like turtle but had more modified body structure or structure of legs. But this then gave rise to the early mammals, or a rodent-like structure. The rodent-like structure then divided into two parts: the rodents, rabbits, and the apes. The apes then gave rise to human beings in this process. Human beings have not evolved from gorilla or chimpanzee, but this was the first ape which was formed about 10 million years ago that had given rise to both human beings, gorillas, as well as other apes like orangutans, chimpanzees, other monkeys like bonobos, etc. So this was the ape that had given rise to human beings about 10 million years ago. That means we can understand that how adaptations and evolution play an important effect in our life. The more we adapt to the environment, the more evolved our body becomes, the more modified and complex our body structure becomes. So now we understand how human beings have evolved from earliest life forms like the prokaryotic bacteria. Thank you so much.